You can use the for directive to iterate through JavaScript arrays. You can iterate over arrays of values, arrays of objects, and even arrays of arrays. To demonstrate, let's assume in Growler that we wanted to create the search results pager. This time though, the number of pages aren't in a numeric property like this. Instead, they'll be created in an array like this. This slide shows a predefined JavaScript array called pages. The HTML template loops through the array and creates a list item with a link for each page. This for directive syntax has already been shown several times. However, this time, we're iterating through an array of values. If we wanted to loop through an array of objects, we could by doing something like this. In this example, we're creating the pager by using an array of objects called pages. Each object in this array contains a number and a URL. These two properties are bound in the template during rendering. In this case, we're using the attribute binding syntax and the semantic binding approach described in Module 2. In some situations, you may want the index of the current item in the array. You could get that index using an approach similar to the one used earlier, like this. In this example, I've added the indexer parameter I. Beyond that, everything else is the same. While you've seen the indexer approach, you haven't seen how to iterate through nested arrays. Let's pretend that each page object in our pages array has a property called sections. This property may be used to divide a result page into multiple groups. This updated array may look something like this. On this slide, I'm looping through each page in pages using the for directive again. While working with each page though, I also loop through the nested array named sections using an inner for directive. In my semantic binding, I'm referencing data from the outer for directive here and data from the inner for directive here. When items are associated with groups, you often need to use conditional logic, which raises the question, what happens if an element uses both an if directive and a for directive?